Let me tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me tune in. It's Gordon Auto Harris. I don't know the global market. The Georgia State Code of all 10-year, 15-year, 30-year corporate. And yes, if you were able to hear me before now, consider yourself highly favored and blessed because you're not supposed to be able to hear me before I play back this. If you still can hear me, you're still blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to hear it until I play it back and edit it. You know what I'm saying? So consider yourself Secret Service, NSA, or maybe Bernie Madoff, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You're like Bernie Madoff. You know? You got inside trader information. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just a chicken with the head still on and it's coming off. Either or. You're a chicken that's going to have his head cut off, but it's on right now. So consider yourself blessed and highly favored if you can hear me right now. Or before now. Because you have insider trader information. Bernie Madoff, thank you for letting me tune in. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are allergic to Peter Pan peanut butter, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why they're on their way to Montgomery because Hurricane Michael Jackson is on the way. And I don't blame you for getting out of his path. Because once there was lush land and all that, and now when you look back, it's gonna be a big old peanut butter parfait. I tell you, like, I always remember there is FEMA. When you run out of food stamps, you run out of EPT, you run out of FEMA. You can't run out of FEMA because FEMA can run from you, ladies and gentlemen. They can run from you, ladies. But you can't run from FEMA because they always gonna be there. They might not answer the phone, but guess what? They gonna tell you need to call back because FEMA there. They just tired. You just keep calling them back till they let you do your claim. You might not get nothing like that, but at least you tried. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't blame you from running for Hurricane Michael Jackson. A lot of people ran away from that man, ladies. Plenty of them. Yes, ladies. No, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you. And like Jermaine Jackson said, that a lot of people don't agree with, that you have to take bitter. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to take bitter and sweet if I don't want to. You see how Jermaine did that? You see how he tried to play you like a Tootsie Roll? He told you had to take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's your only ultimatum, I don't accept it. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're running from ladies and gentlemen, Arkansas, yeah, I don't blame you for running. Because Bama did the doozy on you. They really did, man. And if you're running from any of those other SEC schools, you're not running from Michael, no. You're running from that Bama football. And you made it to the real valley of the shadow. So let me tell you, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, especially not ESPN in times like this. No, they're not, ladies. And I tell you, look at old Jerry. He pulled a doozy on me. He really pulled a doozy because you know what the GPS said, ladies and gentlemen? That he was about to pick me up. Now Jerry's on the other side. See how Jerry do you, ladies and gentlemen? See Jerry driving that old city line, bud, ladies. That man's a real chameleon. That's what he is. Jerry the Chameleon. That's who he is. Jerry the Chameleon city line bus driver. So what he trying to say, I need you to walk to Walmart and get something. That's what he really saying. I need you to go to Walmart and buy something. So I can convert that into Rolling Hills Building Supply. That's what he's saying. I need you to go to Walmart and pick something up. Then I can convert that into Home Depot and Lowe's in a matter of moments. I'm going to tell you the only thing about being scared or too proud to tell people the things that you really need, you are going to lose a lot of time. It's your pride, lady. It's your pride. Pride left you alone, and alone you was left with nobody but your pride, lady. One time you had a spouse. One time you had a girlfriend. One time you had a nice house down there by Mobile. The only thing you got is your pride, lady. Now you're running away from Michael Jackson. Just as many people ran from Michael Jackson, just that many people stood up to him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said they were not going to let Michael Jackson moonwalk all across them and stuff like that. They weren't going to let him do it. They weren't going to let Michael Jackson have his way, ladies. A lot of people said they couldn't do it. They going to stand up to this man. He only weighs 101 pounds right out the bathtub, and they wasn't going to run from him. I tell you, a lot of people stood up to him. And some of them still down there on the Gulf Coast waiting on him. Tell you, with propofol in one hand, baby, and a banana split in the other. I tell you. Yeah, ladies, I see a lot of the 18 riggers, they still that love stuff. A lot of 18 riggers, they at the marathon up there. A lot of them at Flying J's, a lot of them at Truck Stop on Mobile Highway. You know why? Because they need that transaction to go through. So they can put their pedal to the metal and get the hell out of here. I tell you, ladies, you got to do right, though. If you don't do right, ladies, people are always going to have the chance to play the same game you playing on you. You got to do right by people, ladies. They said they seen a man out there, he was starving all day and night, ladies. And on his last breath, they brought him a goddamn Cheeto. One Cheeto, and they had a syringe with a millimeter of H2O in it. They said that should get you through the evening. You know what I'm saying? And do you know with that one Cheeto and that one syringe millimeter of H2O, they wanted him to give them the equivalent of them taking care of him for the entire physical year. The entire physical tax year. That's what they wanted. In return for one Cheeto and 1 millimeter of H2O. You see what I'm saying, Lena? You see how off the trade deficit is. That's just how bad the trade deficit really is. I'll play it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we got a lot of reality shows going on here in the MGM. So don't be scared to pull over to the side of the road and just camp there. I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the people that really get the real reality shows is the people that say they don't have to stay in no motel. I'm going to stay in my car till the storm pass. See what I'm saying? Me and my girl going to make out right here in the middle of nowhere. We ain't getting no room. That's how you get your TV show, ladies. Because everybody in the motel doing the same thing, ladies. You always bring your... I don't know why, ladies and gentlemen. You always bring your dingy drawers. I'm telling you, you left your bright drawers out there in the closet. How in the heck you always get them dingy drawers and pull them out and all these people watching you on TV? I'm telling you, man, your suitcase look brand new, baby. You're like, ooh, I know they gonna love to see these. I got all my good clothes out the closet for the storm. First thing you pull out is some dingy drawers, ladies. Ooh, and they got that HD cam on you too. So that's why I say sometimes it's just better to be outside and look natural, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or just make sure next time you just go buy a brand new pair of drawers instead of wrestling with that damn light thing, like that. I'm trying to tell you, baby. Cause out there, you know, out there where they film you at, ladies. Out there at the recording studio, as soon as they see them yellow dingy drawers, they turn the camera off and they go to the next room. You know what I'm saying? They ain't finna keep recording you, ladies. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, while you're here, you know, you're already down and out. Go down to the Porsche Creek Casino and dump your misery out there, ladies. Cause I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't got but $400 to play with, just go on to Porsche Creek and spend it, man. Cause that ain't gonna do nothing for us, ladies. You be in a better position saying you don't have no money, you know what I'm saying? Than to come here with $400 and think you finna ball out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you how to get there. You get on the boulevard, go all the way to Atlanta Highway till you see Dozier Road, make a left, and just keep on that way. You'll be better off, ladies and gentlemen, on the service road on the Atlanta Highway Super Walmart till you get to Dozier Road to your left and take that $400 down there. Then they'll think you finna ball out in the MGM Grand Studio with $400. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you come to Montgomery, at least bring 10 racks with you, ladies. 10 racks, that's what you need, 10 racks. As I'm telling you, you're gonna get you a nice quality used Jack Ingram motor, a nice quality used Hyundai or something like that, and you still have a couple $1,000 to take back with you, you go out there and get you a quality certified used car, because that's what you need. Because people that got, when I tell you, people that have money and valuables, they don't leave them. If they do, they get on the airplane. That's how I know, ladies and gentlemen. Don't always be trying to take the cheap way out. I'm going to just take $400, go down here to Montgomery, and live off of that for $4. No, you ain't, ladies and gentlemen. So I just suggest you go to that ATM now, your ATM, and drag that money out the bank. Take the limit out that thing. And spend it here in Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. Spend it here at Hyundai, ladies. Hyundai needs you. You need Hyundai. Hyundai needs you. And please, ladies and gentlemen, are you here? Please support our local businesses and industries. Not just Hyundai, ladies and gentlemen. Not just Hyundai. Anything local. Stop by the farmer's market. Get you some of them old peaches. Purple Hull peas. Down at the farmer's market. Get you a little money from fresh fruit and vegetables. If you go to Walmart, make sure you buy produce that come from Alabama. They got tomatoes all the way from Birmingham. Get 3 for $1.50. Buying ripe, nice, good old tomato. On there, you see them over there at Walmart. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get back on TV, please take your drawers. We got a laundry right there on Virginia Loop. We got one right here too, down there. If you want to get back on TV and tell them, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. Write your little sign on a piece of paper, put it on the wall, and say you about to go wash them dingy drawers right now, and use some Clorox 2. You know what I'm saying? If Clorox 1 don't do it, put Clorox 2 in them drawers. Man, look like they just came, oh baby, like Vidal Sassoon, baby. I'm trying to tell you. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, please. And I want you to get to my product. I do have a lot of products out there myself, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you about that later. When the gold diggers get out the way, I'll tell you about that later on. Because gold diggers generally doze off after lunchtime, after Days of Our Lives and Young and the Restless. They do take a little, they get by about an hour worth of rest, something like that. Go do. And I'll tell you about my products. You can go out there and get a copy. But until then, we're going to talk about everybody else's business. OPP, ladies. Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about OPP this morning, ladies. And why are you running from Michael Jackson, OPP? That's what everybody want to know. You out of all people, just like Stephen A. said, ladies. Out of all people that deserve to run from Michael Jackson, not you, OPP, not you. Not from OPP, Indiana, no, baby. Not from Chandlerland, Indiana. I know you ain't running from Jacko. Trying to tell you. You out of all people, man. I tell you. Just like the Goodyear blimp, ladies and gentlemen. If Michael Jackson knock you out down, ladies, get back up. You'll be a better athlete. You know what I'm telling you? I know you're not going to tell a lot of people that Michael Jackson knocked you down. You're going to say everything but that. But just like ESPN said, they telling me that every day, the Goodyear blimp, you're blimp worthy. Go back and face him. You're blimp worthy. When you get knocked down on the field, you're a better player when you stand back up and face Michael Jackson with that thong in your face. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't never ran from no storm like that. I done ran from that one of them like that. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna get through this. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, the code phrase for today, never say we're going to. That's the code phrase. You're going to get through this. That's what you're going to get through it, babe. I'm trying to tell you. And the code phrase is never say we're going to get through it together. You're going to make it. I tell you. That's what I tell all my football players.